Session review.
Wow, long time no see, everyone. How's it going? So this isn't even a session review. We're actually on an ability review. Everyone is going to get new abilities in this upcoming explosion. So I've given you all the time to develop abilities, and yeah, I understand, it's what I'm trying to say is I've given you time to do it. No one's really come up with anything kind of besides Cruel Wrench. And Inutama Goto has like the blade thing. We have like some ideas, but I'm giving you at least an idea of what your signature Nen abilities could look like. Obviously, you couldn't do this before, so I'm kind of like really innovating on the game of doing multiple Nen charges per person, stuff like that. But I just want to say like there's powers here that can be used, and it's all about creativity. And you might kind of be like too powerful, whatever. We'll figure it out. But regardless, let's get into it. Diogen. I'm giving you bongo support. You're going to use your bongos, your Nen artifact, to do some crazy things. So, for one Nen charge, you can add +1 AC to a player for for 10 turns. That is pretty strong. Not going to lie. Precision support. Gain advantage on an attack roll for one Nen charge. Not bad. Heal support. Heal 1d10 for one Nen charge. Not too bad. And then Nen support. The idea is that you can invest up to 3 Nen charges to support his teammates' Nen abilities. The support that is given will be determined by the DM. So let's say if, as we'll get into other people's Nen abilities, you want to make them go faster, be stronger, you can invest your Nen charges into doing that. Bongo Bash. Diogen may use 3 Nen charges to alter the reality of all, including allies. The reality of all, including allies within 60 feet. See the table for possible effects. Launch someone 20 feet in a random direction for number 1. Number 2, the target is overcome by the uncontrollable need to dance. Number 3, healed for 3d8. Number 4, their movement speed is doubled, but they have to dance. 5, they take just thunder damage, 4d6, kind of bad. Maybe nerf that one because you don't want to do it to your teammates. You have to make a saving throw. On a fail, they are randomly swap place within the random creature. They can levitate in the air for 10 feet and stay there for a certain amount of rounds. They're surrounded by a swirling storm of spectral and floating drumsticks that hover and drum along the beat while active. The target has disadvantage on stealth checks. They automatically crit, or they hit a remix of reality. For the next minute, they perceive time as slightly desynchronized, cause each of their attacks to occur 1 second later than they intended. They cannot take reactions, and their turn is delayed by 1 initiative step. Interesting stuff, kind of random. I don't know how I feel about this. I'd prefer some of your own insight. Literally, just write whatever you want. We can talk about it. I don't even know if this is what you'd want. I mean, obviously, we do a lot of random rolls for you, Diogen. But I just honest as like I'm trying to think, but whatever you think would work best and that you could use would make sense. Even if you have a general idea, just send it to me and we can try to work it out. But this is what I have so far, but we can definitely workshop it. I really want everyone's Zen abilities to be fluid always. I don't want it to be once it's on paper, it's stuck. Okay, like we can talk about it. I'm obviously busier with school right now, but I'll find some time, but it's all good. Cruel Wrench's ability is essentially flavored strikes, so they can eat either Cruel Wrench, Nacho Cheese, Flaming Habanero, or Sweet Chili to get Ice, Fire, Lightning, or Earth abilities added to their Nen. So like eating a certain Dorito will let them use different pieces of their Nen. Their Eldritch Blast. They can do a Spirit Bomb. They can take 3 turns and 3 Nen to prepare a Spirit Bomb. Targets within a 30-foot radius must make a Dexterity saving throw. On a fail, they take full damage, 12d8 damage. Huge damage. Big attack, but it takes a very long time to charge up. So very interesting stuff. Very interested to see if we use this. But let's say the bongo support was used on this, that it wouldn't take 3 turns, it might only take 1 turn, and you guys could cook up some ways to get that done. Bunny's Mecha Transportation. The Toby's Guardian form. Okay, so this is pretty much off from ChatGPT, but I kind of like it. I know you don't know this, Bunny, but certain characters, like the Druids, can transform into different creatures, which is called wild shaping. So the idea is you essentially take on a form with using like Nen and like getting like, becoming like the mecha Nen dog like thing you want to be. You transform to that, you get some temporary HP. Um, and you can just melee stuff and do some other stuff. So you get 50 HP is what I gave. It either lasts for 10 rounds until you're out of HP. It has an armor class of 60. It has a speed of 40. It has plus 4 damage to melee attacks, and you're very large. So let's get to the abilities. So Savage Bite, plus 8 damage, or plus 8 to hit. 2d10 plus 4 piercing damage. If you bite someone, you can grapple them, hold them down. Rendering Claws, you can slash people. If you hit them with both claws, both of your hits, they're knocked prone. Guardian's Howl, you can taunt enemies. You can make a screaming noise, and everyone within 30 feet has to either pass it with some saving throw or they have to attack you. Um, and next we have the Nen Burst. So either Blessing or Bane. So you can choose to expel all the Nen energy before your ability, dissipates. And you can either heal everyone for 2d10 damage, or you can deal force damage to all the enemies for 2d8 damage. So you can either choose to essentially, if you're only surrounded by enemies, you do the force damage and just deal it damage to everyone, maybe knock them prone near you. Or if you're only surrounded by allies when it breaks out, you can heal your allies. So essentially you can pick for everyone. So enemies can be hurt and allies can be healed. Yeah, so pretty interesting. Like get in there, kind of just like smack them up. You're gonna have to like read the PowerPoint, which I know kind of doesn't let you use the NDB on, but I think this ability is really cool. I think it's the you gave me enough information that I think I was able to make a very interesting ability that can build in and like it's a new form, so it doesn't like interact too much. Like honestly, I think the bunny's ability is pretty good. The Eldritch Blast elemental things we'll see. But definitely the Spirit Bomb is cool. I like the strategy you guys could build around it. Um, and the bongos, not so sure. Trying my best. But listen, Inu Tawagoto, am I right? Inu Tawagoto has the Earth Stone. Inu Tawagoto is now has the ability to bend and shape earth as an extension of his will. He can raise walls of stone, split the ground, launch boulders, stabilize his friend's footing to prevent them from falling. He can do anything an earthbender can do, i.e. Avatar the Last Airbender. Inu, you have the Earth Stone. You may be able to find some more. Regardless, we have Seismic Slash. Slash his sword on the ground, sending a shockwave. Creatures have to either take a dexterity throw or take damage, so it gives Inu a ranged ability. And it creates a hazardous terrain zone, making people hard to walk through. Then you have Ultimate Earthquake. He slams the sword to the ground, causing an earthquake centered around himself. 30-foot radius. Creatures must make a saving throw DC 16. On fail, they take 6d10 bludgeoning damage, and they are knocked down. On success, they take half the much damage. And then you can encapsulate one enemy. They are trapped if they are unable to break free. The target cannot escape unless they break 3 DC 18 strength check, and Inu automatically lands any attack on this target. So you can essentially hold someone down and then destroy them. I definitely need to review the numbers for this. 6d10 seems like a lot, but listen. I think it's cool. Interesting stuff. Might be a little busted. Um, Maybe I'll tone it down. Maybe I'll cut all the D's in half. But earthbending, Inu, cook it up. Just get it done. I think this would be an interesting thing. I think the idea is now, Inu, you're kind of like a Avatar samurai, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. Let me know. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Please let me know about your abilities. Please give me feedback. Let's try to get these things in a way that people actually like them, want to use them, make you feel powerful, and we can just have crazy, insane battles. Okay, that's all I want. So have a good one. See you around. Peace.